Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right. So if y'all are coming in, you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please make sure that you hit that follow or subscribe accordingly wherever you at. Also, if you're on YouTube, if you'll hit that thumbs up, I appreciate you. And throughout this live, please tap those reactions. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Hello. And let's go. Make sure you go and share me to your favorite person. We finna talk about all kind of stuff today, from the Super Bowl halftime to my weekend to whatever. But y'all go on and share it and share me out, and I'll be back and listen to the music. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on a minute. Say I'm live on YouTube, but it ain't showing up. Maybe it's it. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway. Okay, let me close it out and see what happens. 'Cause I ain't got no hit on YouTube. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see what's going on. Oh, there I go. Hey, pretty lady. Hey, I know that, y'all. I see it now. I see it out. Hold on, y'all. I'll be good. Top of the link. Okay, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I see the comments coming. All right, let me pause the music. Pause. Let me come on. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Ooh wee. Listen, your girl is tired. Your girl been. Ooh, we just got back home last night. It was late. It was like after 8:30 when we got back to the house last night, driving from Virginia. We was in the 757. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Rigas. Hello, Mark, Steven, V. Welcome in. How y'all doing? So we got in late. We left yesterday. And oh Lord, y'all, I had a good time this weekend with my family. My military family, but that's my family. You hear me? That's how I met them. Well, some of them I met, in the street. So, well, my one brother I met in the street. So, anyway, but I'm all right. How you doing, Anselm? Valentine, you ready for Valentine's Day? I got to go get these boys some more stuff for this Valentine basket. But ugh, I'm tired. It won't be today. I'm gonna go tomorrow and see what I can grab, but it won't be today. So then I had an appointment this morning with my doctor. So I see my primary care every 6 months. So I had to see her this morning. Then I had to get some labs this morning. But I am tired. Plus, I took my Simzia, my rheumatoid arthritis medicine yesterday. No, Morgan, I ain't sending nothing. Thank you. Um, but y'all, this weekend was amazing. We hung out all weekend. Friday night, we was over at my brother's house. We were just hanging out. Wasn't nothing really jumping. We wasn't doing nothing. We just hanging out, eating pizza and talking, catching up. Y'all know how they go. Then on Saturday was his party, and we went to was his birthday party, and oh, we listen. We was we did not get it like we used to get it, but I was oh we was getting it. I had yeah, we was getting it. I had brought a bottle of Tanqueray, and then but I was at somebody else's table mixing Henny and Douce together in a glass together. Y'all know I like liquor with liquor, baby. I don't really do chaser. I think you could chase it with itself. You know what I'm saying? Hello. And I don't like a lot of ice in my drink either, baby. I put the ice in after I pour in my cup. Put like 2 pieces. But my brother, Ellaby, he had a cooler with some ice, baby. I ain't even had to worry about that. One thing about it, you get with them fella, baby, they're gonna keep you right. They're gonna have some of everything there for you. For you to get it, for you to have, for you to have a good time. But I danced the whole night, baby, from the time the party started till we left up after the DJ was done. I danced the whole night like usual. Y'all know me, I love to dance. I love to dance. So I be getting it in. BSB couldn't dance with me. His back was hurting, so he didn't do it. What in the world? Yahaya. Child, that's right. You is right. Yes, life is beautiful when you have the right family, people, and friends around you. I know you don't know me, but I hope you are aware that every good friend you have today was once a stranger. Sometimes we meet someone new and feel like we have known them all our lives. That's true. But if that's a line to get me to message you, I ain't got it. I ain't gonna. Don't care. And I don't have what they call WhatsApp. My husband do though. You wanna talk to him? So yes, so that's that, baby. It's on and popping around here. I'm tired, but we back home, and then Sunday we watched the Super Bowl. Y'all watch the Super Bowl? Now listen, I was hoping just when it was in New Orleans, like when I first heard it. Like for me, New Orleans, I'm thinking Juvie, Master P, Big Mama Mia. Like I'm seeing all of this, right? Like this is my oh no, we no, let me block you because we're not doing that. Um, good morning, cuz. How you doing, cuz? Cuz. You- I was mixing Henny and Deuce in the cup that weekend on ice and doing shots of Tanqueray. Good morning, sis. How you doing, beautiful? Y'all can hear it in my voice, baby. I had a good weekend. Oh, wait. When I tell y'all, oh, wait. And I'm the little sister. So a lot of people in the group that are called sis, they call little sis. They the little sis because they done married one of the brothers, right? I'm the little sis because I was the little sis before them folks had wives. Like every one of their wives that they've married, I was there when I was there before the wives was there. So I'm the real sister. They call each other sis, because they married in. And y'all know I say stuff like that out loud to their ass, right? But yeah, Lord. Ooh, I had a good time. I drank so much, y'all. Ooh, it's water for the next 30 days. I ain't drinking nothing else. And but the Super Bowl, so I wanted when I first heard it that you go be in when knew it was gonna be in New Orleans, all that. That was my thought, right? Not Little Wayne so much, because Little Wayne was little. You know, I'm talking about Birdman, Big Timers, that crew. You know, I want to see them. No, she cannot send you a message, Stephen. Bye. So I wanted to see all of that, right? At the halftime show, they in New Orleans, right? But the performance was one of the best shows I think I've ever seen in a halftime. Usually, you know, they sing, they come out, they do whatever they doing, right? And they perform it for us, right? It's like a little mini concert and some people jump around, whatever, right? But there was so much symbolism, so much truth, and so much artistry in his performance. He didn't go in there. It's kind of like, you know, art is subjective, right? That's the thing I think people forget. They rather argue what they think is right, what you think is wrong. They'd rather argue than to say that art is subjective, right? That's why some pieces sell for $1,000,000 and you might think that thing ugly. But somebody paid $500,000 for that piece. So you have to, the thing about arts, you have to look at it from the perspective of who's creating it, right? It's kind of like life. You have to look at it from the perspective of who's creating it, because that person is not you. And so it was so, but I'm going to tell you the part that took me out the very beginning. Now, Uncle Samuel L. Jackson is Uncle Sam. Baby, they couldn't have put nobody else in that role. And everything he said, I think I've heard it. And y'all know I worked for Uncle Sam. I was active duty. And listen, I know who Uncle Sam is, but baby, I love Samuel L. Jackson and Uncle Sam. It's a lot of people here in these great United States wouldn't like it, but baby, I loved it. I follow it. So you have to remember that. And you also have to remember everything that's written isn't written for everybody. Got to catch that. Every artist doesn't, when people create art, they create art from a space from within themselves. They don't create art with other people in mind unless they're doing something specific for you. So that man put that together. There was so much said in the minutes that he was on that field. I was gonna say the stage, but on the field. You ain't got to like it, but there's a respect that you have to give to someone who speaks their truth without reservation of what somebody else gonna think when it's not the most popular opinion. Cause I hate to tell people this. I really do. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But these great United States is very racist. These great United States is very bigoted. It is what it is. It's how it was built. It was built on these mindsets. So how you just gonna change that? So you didn't have to like the message, but the message was clear. That's it. That's all. That's his art. See, I'm the type of person who, hey, Other April, How you doing? We talk about the Super Bowl, the halftime show. Yes. Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam, baby. I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Now I don't know. See, everybody watched the Super Bowl in different groups of people, right? Where I was watching the Super Bowl, they was people crip walking with Serena. Do you understand? They was crip walking with Serena where I was. Bet we had a party. We was turned up. We enjoyed the halftime show. However, I know there's environments that didn't, or where you was watching, you couldn't enjoy. But why do you continue to put yourself in those places? Why you put yourself in those places with people that you can't be yourself with? I need to get them out of here, sis. I didn't even see the comment. I was talking. Ain't nobody send you no friend request. Bye, James. So, but art is subjective. So, but I tell you what he did do. He damn sure got y'all talking about shit. Real shit. Y'all don't understand shit. So now y'all gotta ask questions because you don't want to look like you the bigot you are. Good morning, Nay. Hey, friend. But guess what? Guess what this opened the door for? This halftime show. The halftime show. Oh, I couldn't remember. I'm sorry, sis. Thank you. The halftime show got people talking. You hear me? People talking more about the show. They talking more about what Kendrick did, the symbolism. Samuel Jackson. They talking more about that. They talking more about that than they talking about that ass whooping Mahomes got. So listen here. That old line ain't protect Mahomes at all. See, the thing is, I watch football. So listen, them people was pushing Mahomes. Them people was letting the defensive line push their ass into Mahomes before he could even get rid of the ball. Good morning, Mary. How you doing? Hola. So listen. Listen. People ain't even talking about that. Mahomes is probably glad, you know. Cause I know he hot. Ain't no way as a QB, he ain't totally pissed about that O-line. Baby, ain't no way he's still mad right now today. I don't care how much you pray or who prayed for him. Mahomes is still mad today about that offensive line, baby, because baby, they ain't do nothing. I could have got out there and ain't even I don't even know if they listen. One thing about the Chiefs, they played like they didn't practice. Like that was they practice. That's how they played. Let's be clear. But ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about that. Because everybody trying to figure it out. And you got people who understand Kendrick Lamar and his artistry, his lyricism. See, there are those of us who grew up. Listen, KRS-One still in my playlist right now today. He one of my favorite lyricists. Nas. Listen, it's people been writing. You go back and listen to KRS-One right now, and you're gonna be like, that shit going on right now today. Okay. The thing about it is Kendrick is now reopened that, right? And we are in an environment, this new generation of children, of people, they ain't kids no more. They just new generation. They just the new adults, right? You a Kendrick expert. Okay, good. Keep me straight if I be out of pocket. But I don't think I will be because I know enough to say what I'm gonna say. But so if you watched it, the halftime show was not about entertaining people. The halftime show was about opening people's eyes. It was about starting a conversation. Why is they a why is there a black man why is he acting like Uncle Sam? Cause guess what? In these great United States, we here, all of us is here. All of us is here in these great United States. So Uncle Sam could be anybody. Cause I guarantee you, it's people that look just like Samuel L. Jackson over there fighting in these wars for you to be over here to have your little biggity attitude. That's because I am part of the culture, baby. That's it. That's all. And the thing is, that's just it. You can't understand it if you don't know it, if you haven't lived it. However, you can ask questions. You don't got to be ignorant. See, that's what Kendrick Lamar proved to me, is how ignorant Americans really are. Still, you're clueless. You're not aware of anything going on around you. But for those of us that are minorities in these great United States, we fully understand the problem, the situation, and how ignorant people really are. And it's because you choose not to change. That's why I say ignorant, because you choose not to do better. It's not because you can't. You just don't want to. There are people in these great United States that cannot stand the fact people is opening eyes. People are beginning to see things. People are beginning to understand things. You don't like it. But listen, one thing I will say, and one thing that Kendrick Lamar proved at halftime, the cat is out the bag, baby, and y'all not putting it back in there. Y'all remember growing up little, they had a little clown in the little box, and you turn the little thing, do-do-do, 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 boom, they'll jump out on you. Y'all remember that? Well, that's what has happened. And now they can't put it in there. Ain't it? Listen, facts. Listen, listen, the crip walk that Serena did, which she did the damn thing. Let's be clear, but what she did, that I think that was more about, I think there was different levels of that shit depending on who's looking at it. Cause listen, my first thought was, ain't that Drake X? Listen, y'all know I'm petty, so that's why I went first. I didn't even care that she was crip walking. I was like, petty, 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 petty. Baby, I was loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But there was so much more to that, to what happened, to his entire performance. There was so many layers to the things that Uncle Sam was saying. There was so much. It was petty. It was educational. And it was good to watch. I enjoyed it. It was artistry. And that's what a performance is. But all artistry, because every artist is different, all the artistry is different. And that's all right. Because somebody paid that man a good check to be there. Y'all gonna talk about that? I don't agree with the walk because, wait. The truth is, I ain't never done the crip walk. I know how to do it. I got brothers that do it because they own it. They earned it. They have the right to. But I agree with you, other April. We had that conversation in the room I was in. Like, oh, she doing that, but she did it. Now it ain't like she got up there and looked crazy doing it. So I give to her. But I know how that life work. I ain't never even in my life. It was 4 of them. It was four of them getting off in the living room. I was sitting in other apron. Baby, baby, listen, before she got started, they were there acting up. So, but it was so many layers. The flag, the fact that everybody up there representing the American flag and they red, white, and blue had melanin in their skin. Baby, listen, I would never. Like I said, I know, but I would never. Just it's a respect thing. And listen, people gonna say what they want to say about all of that, but I feel like everybody is due respect. And it really is a respect thing for me because those people that's in them trenches, they different. They earn that, literally. Well, most of them, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Ain't none of my business. But it was the artistry. So I love the fact that people's talking. Like I love the fact that in how long was the performance? The actual halftime show that Kendrick I think it was what 12 minutes. I think that's right. I don't know for sure, y'all. But it ain't too long. But in that amount of time, I don't have any comments on it, sis. But at that time, well, Yummy got you, sis. Yummy got, we'll keep you together, sis. But I know Yummy said, I know her no. But the conversations they've stirred up and how different the conversations are. Like I said, where I was, we talked about the halftime show as it was happening. Like we literally was talking about it as it was happening. Baby, when Samuel L. Jackson said salutation, baby, the conversation started. Cause and I tell you, I was in a room full of we are all minority veterans. Everyone in the room that I watched the Super Bowl with is a minority veteran. Well, other than the children, like Jonathan, Salma, Lil Nutty, my nephews, nieces, they was there. But I'm talking about us adults that was in the room. Us, my minority veterans, every one of us. And when I tell you the conversation was had, because listen, by the halftime, the game was over. I don't know if people was aware of that or not, but the game was over. Unless Andy Reid went back there and had somebody practicing roots in that locker room, the game was over at halftime, baby. I knew it was done. But the conversation that sparked just in the room I was in, and then to see it online, the conversations, people being able to speak up and say things. I heard people talking about things I ain't never heard them talk about. It was thought invoking. It made you look at yourself. If you stop for 1 second, instead of being like, this sucks, this stupid, I'm not entertained. What Kendrick Lamar did was not for entertainment purposes only. That's the thing. He did not intend to come there and entertain us. That performance was very intentional. If you don't get it, you might be part of the problem. You probably are. Let's be clear. People have to stop just believing what they told. People got to start reading books. How you want Why aren't there any books in people's houses no more? Why everybody got audio books? When you buy a book, see, the thing about getting everybody to go to these audio books is that that's going to be a lot easier to cut off and take away from everybody because it's digital. Y'all ain't got no books in you. Y'all ain't got no books. The thing about messages are really clear if you pay attention, sis, is that some people don't even know what Serena Williams was doing. Some people have never seen a crip walk in their life. Some people don't even know what a crip is. And that's the truth here in America. There are people that really don't understand some of the shit that we understand. They don't. They just don't get it. They don't see it. They don't know it. They ain't never experienced it. Listen, Lil Wayne did an interview and said he's never experienced racism. Do you know where Lil Wayne and them from? He ain't never experienced racism. You know what that tell me? He won't never too far out his hood. No, you don't experience racism in the hood. Ain't nobody else over here but us. I ain't never had nobody call me mulatto or call me an NL or call me this or call me that in the hood ever. Lil Wayne, you ain't left Fourth Ward, baby. That's why you ain't experienced. And when you did, you was rich. Call Birdman, Juvenile, all them set you up real good. They set him up real good. He the young one of that crew. I know y'all might not know Big Timers. Go look him up. Big Timers. Tymers. But listen, if you never leave your environment, you don't have certain experiences. So some people genuinely don't understand what that performance was about. They don't understand why Samuel L. Jackson there's people that think that was just funny, that Samuel L. Jackson was Uncle Sam. There's people that don't even understand. And they don't understand out of ignorance. They really don't know. Because they ain't never been exposed to, around, or they just don't know. And that is the truth. I'm the type of person, I don't mind having a conversation, but the minute we can't talk no further because your way is right and my way is wrong, we can't talk no more. I got to get from that situation. I can talk to anybody about anything. But once you can't hear me, we can't talk no more. Because, baby, if I'm taking my time to talk to you, it's because what you're saying is ludicrous. And you're really not talking with much understanding. Don't nobody give a damn what Trump recommend Molly buy. I'm finna block you just for saying that out loud. Where is you at? No, the other day Elon was over here. Now you over here talking about Trump. Bye. Block you. Because I don't want you bothering me no more about no Trump shit. Mm-mm. Let me make to that block so I make sure I did it right. Y'all know I don't play no games, baby. I won't be bothered over here on a real life with April. I don't got to be bothered, and I will not to be. Hello, Angelina. How you doing? Let's talk about exactly. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Good morning, Arlisha. How you doing, beautiful? I hope you had a great weekend. You tell by my voice I did. I'm the same way. I don't do listening to respond. Exactly. You got to hear what I'm saying to you to understand. And I get it. Listen, some people don't have the same experience. And without experience, some things you just can't understand. Some things you just can't understand. And that's why I like to talk about it over here. We're gonna talk about. I know there's a lot of people wouldn't talk about Kendrick Lamar. Wouldn't say this. Would say, listen. I won't listen, y'all. When I tell y'all, I was so ready when they were they were gonna be in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. Listen, I thought I was gonna give me some masterpiece, a Big Mama Mia, so Juvie, Big Birdman. Like I really, everybody up here talking about Lil Wayne, baby. I wasn't even concerned about Lil Wayne, baby. I want my old heads up there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was looking forward to. But that wasn't the plan. And I'm gonna tell you something. Kendrick Lamar, he did his big one. And it ain't about whether you like him or support him, whatever. I don't have a Kendrick Lamar song in my Apple playlist, y'all. Not nothing. Y'all know I done told y'all I got KRS-One. I got some Africa Bambaataa. I got some stuff in my playlist. Nas, Comment. Baby, I got some stuff in my playlist. I don't got no Kendrick Lamar in my playlist. Put that because I'm a 99 2000 chick, baby. I got Mac 10 in my playlist. I got Nate Dogg in my playlist, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. You know they in my playlist, but I ain't got no Kendrick Lamar. Just don't. I ain't got no Drake in there either. Let's be clear. And I don't have no Chris Brown in my Apple playlist either. So when I tell you I'm an old head, that's what I mean. I'm an old head. Ain't no new stuff in my Apple playlist. Wait a minute, I'm 9. I got some G Herbo and Juice WRLD in my playlist. But listen, y'all, anyway, I'm getting distracted. Anyhow, what he did was monumental. What he did, I didn't think I would ever see on national TV in these great United States. Y'all know I call them these great United States. Yeah, I know you love Chris Brown, sis. Hey, I ain't got no problem with him. I just don't got none of his music in my playlist. This ain't none of them. Just because he old, he young to me. He young and he ain't in my playlist, shy sure. People compare him to Usher, but Usher been around a lot longer than Chris Brown. Shit. Y'all remember when Usher was a little boy on the boat in the beautiful? But we have to let me block him because here he go. Everybody coming here, he bother them. I'm finna block you, Steven. You won't bother no damn body else today. And bet that on Jesus and them. But she said we're gonna leave Lollipop in the patch. Yeah. But Kendrick, I love that he thinks outside of the box without concern for how people gonna see him. It's always about the bag. Let's be clear. Always. That just makes sense, right? This is his job. He's a performer. This is what he do for a living. This is his livelihood. So it's always a bag in the picture. However, that show, that performance was next level. And the symbolism, baby, that thing was deep. That was deep. And the one thing that he said throughout the performance that I have always said, and some friends of mine, is that nothing in the design of these great United States had anyone with melanin in their skin in the thought process. When I talk to my Hispanic people, because let's be clear, Baby, they showed out for Trump. You understand? I didn't, but you know. The same thing that happened here happened on the in the Caribbean, in other countries. It wasn't just the United States that had African slaves. African slaves were not the first Africans or the in North America. Oh, y'all ain't know that? Sorry. I ain't trying to tell nobody nothing, but I want y'all to think. Let's think about this. So these Europeans, the British, came over here and they was the first people with nobody here but them and the Native Americans. Y'all don't believe that, do you? Now I know it's somebody that do, but Google, baby. Please use your Google for something other than the nearest restaurant or the nearest bar or the nearest club. Please use Google for something to increase your brain capacity. You can't believe these things just because they were in a book at the schoolhouse. That's like saying you believe everything in the King James Bible. Y'all can't believe that, do you? Come on, y'all got to know it's more to it. You got to know there's more to it. You got to know that people don't ever want you to have all the knowledge or to understand. Because when you know and you understand, you move different. You talk different. You take less shit when you understand. I encourage you, buy some books. Every household in the United States needs to have books. And if you're a minority household, you need to have minority books. You're going to get enough of the history of the great United States and their story. But you need to understand. You need to understand about yourself, your own culture. I tell you, it irritates my soul. My kids ain't never. My kids knew they wanted to go to HBCUs. My kids knew they wanted to stay in the culture because they don't know nothing else. Because, see, I did, you know how everybody go the other way. My children don't know much about their Caucasian heritage. They showed up because I don't know nothing. I aged out of foster care. What I'm going to tell them? I don't bother with them. I mean, I live my life in front of my kids. So I ain't finna lie to them. But my children have big understanding. Big understanding. Who they are. Where they came from. The creators and the minds as minorities we came from. My kids have known about Kemet since they was in elementary school. Yes, I'm that aware. Yes, I like to know what I know. And I like to understand why people treat me the way they do. You don't like me because of my daddy. Well, why? What did my daddy do? And then to find out it's just because he got 1% of blood in him that ain't Caucasian. So now everybody connected to that lineage is trash. I mean, my Mima and them, her father and them, they were sharecroppers. This is the time where I come from. Y'all know what sharecroppers are, right? That's what we began to do as minorities once slavery ended, to come together to try to grow and take the things we had learned while in slavery and implement them, right? And I know I'm saying we because y'all know my family. I share them. They skin ain't the color mine. My skin will make you think I'm just my mama child. But baby, I ain't hers. I don't take after them. I don't act like them. I wasn't raised with them, and that's all. But my children, they're black. And I made sure they always knew how beautiful that is. I made sure they always saw the value in themselves. I made sure that they understood that the rest of the world ain't see the beauty in them. My kids been called the N-word. Your kids ever been called that by a stranger? Mine have. Because we in the dirty South, baby, they trifling. These are some entitled folks around here. The performance was amazing. And I loved every minute of it. That's it. And I still stand at 10 toes down. Samuel L. Jackson is Uncle Sam. Oh, baby, listen. I loved it. And listen, and the thing is, how we in our little group of people in the living room came our little house party, how we had all of these type of deep conversations about our children, different things, because all our kids grew up together. So we were talking about our kids, different things. Like we really had a deep conversation about the performance. But baby, it was Hennessy and Douce in my cup together at the party. Then little shot of Tanqueray. That's what I bought, was a bottle of Tanqueray. Y'all know I'm not spending my money on nothing else. But my brothers had dark, and so dark. I tell y'all something. If you gonna mix your liquor, dark liquor go better together. Like to mix them, like Douce and Henny, it's pretty good together. Y'all ought to try it. Don't say nothing, sis. Yes, I said Douce and Henny together in the cup with 2 pieces of ice. And not like a shot amount. I'm talking about it was a full cup. I had half and half. Well, and then I was doing Tanqueray shots on the side as a chaser. Who chased Douce and Henny with Tanqueray? Me. Cheers. Y'all don't laugh at me. I'm real crazy. I ain't got good sense, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. And if y'all ought to go back and rewatch the show, the halftime show, all these memes and stuff, baby, they give you some information if you look at it. But you go back and look at it. But y'all know me, I talk about a situation or a topic and I'll go back to it. So I think that we have to get in a place where we can have more of these conversations that Kendrick has stirred up more often. I think that it's unfair for those of us who have knowledge to have to act like we don't have that knowledge to make sure we don't offend nobody. Because listen, I don't know about nobody else, but I've been offended a lot. So why we care? Be offended. If the words coming out of my mouth about me offend you, move your ears out of the hear line. Don't hear what I'm saying. Duh. Like, be an adult. Move out of the line of hearing if you don't want to hear what I'm saying. But I'm going to talk from the place that I know, not from where you sitting. I don't care where you sit. I don't need to sit with you. Baby, listen. You know they used to say, talk about the lady. Somebody told me a dude asked them talking about what they bring to the table. What I bring to the table? I built this motherfucker. That's what I brought to the table. What? I'm that type of chick. I'm just saying, I don't mean no harm, but that's how I roll. I built the table. Fuck you. Right? Like real clear and easy. Ain't no need to talk about that. What I said, that what I meant. But we have to be able to have these type of real conversations and not be worried about somebody's toes. Now you ain't got to go in there calling people out their name and all of that. But these conversations, we got to be able to have them. Because we all in these great United States together. I know they like they act like they want to, but we all here together. And at this point, I don't know about nobody else, but I'd be scared to get on a plane to go anywhere else right now. I ain't getting on no plane, baby. If I can't drive there, April ain't going for at least 6 months. Period. I'm not getting on no plane. I'm not finna, baby, listen, who getting in the plane? You're just foolish and crazy. Foolish and crazy. That's what I said. That's what I meant. I'm not getting on nobody plane right now. I ain't even, baby, no, I'm not. I'm not doing it. So we have to get to a place where we can have these open conversations and we can hear everybody. It's all right if somebody that doesn't look like you says, I don't understand. Explain it to them. But I'll tell you something. The problem is so many minorities can't explain anything because they don't know themselves. It's Black History Month. And I guarantee you, you cannot walk up. And I almost did this for content this month just because I wanted to prove a point. You can't walk up to any minority and tell me 5 minority inventions and inventors. 5. Just tell me 5. Not 1, not 2, not 20, just 5. Can you tell me 5 minority inventors and what they invented? They can't. Most people couldn't give you 2. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's just it. That's all. When I don't know how many of y'all know this story or not, and I may just know it because I'm a veteran and I know people that is still, Anyway, y'all know when the whole DEI thing initially, when they was cutting that, rolling that back, right? When Trump got in office, all that stuff. Okay. Do you know one of the first things the Air Force chose to take out of their curriculum was the teaching about the Tuskegee Airmen? Sorry, y'all. That was one of the first things they removed from their curriculum. The Air Force. Do you know how many Black and brown people serve in our United States military? And the first thing you take out is one of the few things they had in there about minorities. And that's not new. All branches of the military are like that. If you're a minority and you're in the military, you know exactly what and you've ever served, you know exactly what I'm saying. The commands, they split up like prison yards, y'all. You hang with your people, and that's what they mean. It's not a lot of mixing and mingling. We may all work together, right? Because there's a mission. And that's what we're trained. We complete the mission. But we don't all sit together in the galley. We sit with our group. It's the truth. If you think that what you see on the street and in the world, how this community lives over here, this culture and this group of people live over here, this culture and this group of people are over there. If you don't think that it's like that in every facet of these great United States, you are crazy. We always know our position, no matter where we at. That's why I be in the room beating on the table, baby, like a drum. That's why I'm always loud. I'm gonna always make sure you hear me, and I'm gonna make sure I say some shit you ought to heard but didn't. In hopes that you'll say something back so I can educate you. The United States of America, these great United States, is the largest melting pot in the world. Now, when you go into other countries, it be just them over there. Whatever country it is, you're in India, you got Indians. Afghanistan, you got Afghanis. Pakistan, you got Pakistanis. Iraq, you got Iraqis. Like this is Iran, you got Persians. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just is what it is. In Turkey, you got the Turkish. In Syria, they're Syrians. The United States is the only country in the world that is the melting pot that we are here in these great United States. We also the most bigoted. We is the most racist. We are the most divided when it comes to melanin in your skin. It's kind of crazy, but we're the superior country. Bullshit. You're only as strong as your weakest person. And the truth is, that's the biggest problem facing these great United States. Now, I want y'all to think about it, and I want y'all to have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all know tomorrow is Therapy Wednesday. So, I got an appointment myself with rheumatology at 8 a.m., then Zane's therapy. So it'll be afternoon. Koffee and Kief will be when I get home. So it'll be in the afternoon. But we gonna have it because I'm back home. So we gonna do it. Because I enjoy talking to y'all. I don't got a clue what we gonna talk about. I'll figure it out tomorrow right before I jump on live. But I just want y'all to know, when you share me out, when you come over here, we're gonna laugh. We gonna have a good damn time. But we also gonna talk about relevant and real shit. Like real life stuff. I would never, I don't even know listen, I ain't even look hardly at nothing on Facebook. I've been trying to engage a little bit to keep myself in the algorithm, because y'all know I'm at 75K over on Facebook. My reach is well over 1 million. Again, y'all know I had lost it. I was up over 5 million at one point, but it had came down because I had stopped posting. I was sick. I didn't feel good. So for like 2 weeks, I ain't posted at all. And so you come out the algorithm. It's just what happened, baby. It's like going to your job. Either you build up time or you don't. But I had came out, and so my reach was back down to like 250,000. But I'm back well over 1 million now. So I hope I'll probably be back at 2 million for the end of this week. But I just want y'all to know that that's what you're going to get over here. Anywhere you see Real Life with April, whether it's Unique Sisters or Real and Raw Convos with Amber and April, where I co-host with my sis Amber, with Unique Sisters, y'all know it's me and Peaches. You going to get real from me. People like to say you always so serious, you always so this. No, because life is that serious. The world is that serious. If you don't think it is, you probably aren't a minority in these great United States. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to mention it. I'm going to bring it up. And if you sitting here looking at this picture and the shade of this skin, it's a little olivey. You see it a little undertone there. Okay. But don't play with me. What you will do is fuck around and find out over here. I ain't the one. I am a minority. Everything I mark Caucasian and Hispanic for my ethnicity. I don't play no games. I have raised Black adults. They now grown. Get some books in your house. Y'all go buy some books. Y'all hear me? Buy some books. Read. Google. Do something to educate yourself. Because I'm going to tell you, it's a real sad look when you don't understand your own history. It's real sad. I'm going to tell you, you're sad. If you are a minority and your children don't know 10 minority inventors and inventions off the top of their head, you failing. You're dropping the ball. You know damn well your children are not getting that in the public school. Did you? So they sure ain't getting it now. It's your responsibility. They'll teach them sex education, though. You believe that. They're going to show them about male condoms, female condoms, Plan B, and Planned Parenthood. You understand? They're going to teach them all them damn things. What are you doing at your home? You are the first line of defense at your home. That has never been more serious than it is right now. But y'all have a great day. Hold on, Arlisa. Hold, let me call that. Wait a minute. Who wasn't that good? Ooh, I loved it. That my listen, where I was at watching it. When Uncle Sam came through with salutations, baby. By the time he finished tations, we was cutting up in the living room while I was watching the Super Bowl. There's so much more than what they talk about in school. Much more. Oh, wait, what you said, Arlie? I'm sorry. Alicia, I'm going to get to the comments before I end because I didn't even see the Sam being Uncle Sam. Yeah, like, oh, we Samuel L. Jackson, baby. Samuel L. Jackson, baby, he could play a role. Put him in it. He'll get it. Yes, Precious. Please thumbs up the live. Right, April. I print a lot of Black history and make my own books. That's the only way my daughter is going to get it. Yes. And you have, you know what? There is a history pre-slavery, being brought over here from America. Because my daughter, Summer, her father, her last name, I ain't gonna tell you her last name, but her father's family they from Mississippi. Macomb, Mississippi to be exact. But his family took their slave owner last name. So my daughter has a Caucasian last name. Now my maiden name is not. I have a Hispanic last name. Even my last name now, Acosta, from my married last name is a Hispanic, but my maiden last name is Hispanic. But my daughter, Summer, shares her father's last name, and their last name was their last name. They took their slave owners when they were free. They took their name. They actually still live on the property that their family was given when they were freed. So I know that, like, that history, but I never wanted my children. We have to want our children to understand who they are, and not just they need to understand what slavery did to their ancestors and to the lineage. But you also have to teach what Kemet. You have to teach those old things, those old ways, because a lot of that was lost during slavery. It was taken and replaced with King James Version. You know what I'm saying? So we have to go back and teach all of it, so that they understand when we talk about their kings and queens. Sometimes we say you're kings and queens, but all our children have heard is about how we were slaves, how Black people, how Africans were slaves. That's the only part of it they know. How Latinos were slaves. That's all they hear, right? And so they don't understand where the king and queen part come from. They don't understand how educated and how intelligent Africans really were and are. The culture, like, you go to Nigeria and you see these things that they're creating and they're doing, like, this is really where they come from. But they don't get taught that because it gets stuck in slavery. And slavery has to be taught because it gets so watered down. And what happened during those years was so detrimental and was life-changing, cultural changing. So you got to be honest about what happened in that time. However, you got to teach the before that too. Because Africa is where it all started. The Garden of Eden is on the continent of Africa. Baby, listen, y'all will get me to talking over here and I'll educate you, but you better be educating your children so they can understand the authority and the power they really walk in, so that these Caucasians in America can't take that from them. Education is the only thing people can't take from you. You got to get it in them. You got to. There's so much more than what they talk about. It is a lot of stuff they don't want us. No, because they want you to think that you're less than. See, that's the, oh Lord, I'm finna get into it just because I can, because it's my page. Hey, Cheryl the Pearl, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh no, we're gonna talk about it, Arlisha. I don't listen, one thing about me, I don't mind talking. Not about what I know and what I'm passionate and what I love. I don't mind. See, that's the thing. If they could get our kids just to believe, our children just to believe slavery where it started, they automatically feel inferior. And I may use some big words. If you need me to, I can spell it for you. Just put spell that in the comments. I get you. Because if you teach that, because hear me, slavery's intention was to turn an entire nation, of group of people, into worker bees. Whatever that took to break them, that's what happened. When Africans were initially brought over, they could read, they could write, they could do all of these things. They took that from them. And over the course of the 400 years and until today, minorities have never gotten that level of education or respect without getting it at home from their family, from their culture. What they did is they divided us. When they brought the minority Africans over here, they divided them. They brought a division amongst them. That's why they had, it wasn't just the white people, the owners, that were mistreating the slaves. They put some of people that look like you over you. And because they felt like they was the cream of the crop, right? Oh, I've been good with them. So then they do everything they tell them to do to their own, to bring division. It was a whole mind fuck. And so because of that, if we as parents of minority children don't study, understand, and have the knowledge of free, they're never going to hear it. They're never going to understand it. They're never going to understand mysticism and those layers of things of the spiritual realm that is part of our culture, not the religious side of things where, you get into King James and all of them. No, it's bigger than that. It's more than that. And we got to do better. We have to. We have to do better for our lineages. We have to. We have to do better. We have to reach back. We have to read old text. And not just old text about slavery. You got to go further back than that. You need to understand when all these continents that we all got to know and learn and all of this stuff, you need to go back to when it was one mass, one landform. And study how the people divided from there. Going back to just when Jesus was walking on the earth doesn't go that far back. You got to go back farther than that. Hey, Raven, how you doing? Hello, it's that MD. How you doing? You got to go. Hello, Ernest. You have to go back farther. So I'm going to go because, I get my pressure up. But yeah, y'all, we got to do better. And not just Black History Month. That's why I don't really talk a lot about Black History Month, because I feel like as minorities, it's in my household, it's Black history every day. In my household, we talk about the Taino Indians that are my husband's people from the Dominican Republic before there were Africans there. We talk about all those types of things. You have to go back and you have to educate your family on who they are. If you don't know who you are, you cannot be confident. If you don't know who you are, you cannot be an overachiever or an overcomer. You have to know. And it is our responsibility to make sure that we pass that down generation to generation. Like I said, my Mima's fan, they were sharecroppers. I have so much knowledge and so many things I learned to do from her. And guess what? I'm finna need all that knowledge I got. But my kids know too. My kids know how to can stuff, put up stuff, grow stuff. They know the seasons to grow stuff. They know how to survive. And what we don't do is when we don't educate our children about who they are, we set them up for failure. We set them up to only hear what they get taught at school. Why you do that? Because hear me, they're not getting it at church. The church is teaching out the King James Version. That's what you want your children to know? Listen here. If you're a minority in these United States of America, the King James Version wasn't written for you. Neither was the American Standard. Neither was any of them books. They was not written for you. Ain't nothing wrong with reading, studying, and knowing. You should know the enemy. Yeah, that's what I said. You heard me correctly. And I ain't said nothing about God. I said about man. Because them little Bibles is written by man. There ain't no translation. You think I'm lying? Go get you a Hebrew or a Greek text and reread it. That's what you do. But don't play with me. I know what I know. But we got to be the difference. I can't change the world. But what I can do is have these real conversations on social media and make sure that my family know. That's what I could do. It starts at home. You can't go tell other people stuff if you're not doing it at home too. All right. Y'all have a good day. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. For real this time, y'all. For real. It's been an hour. Y'all know I'm trying to get myself in an hour window. Ooh-wee. Makes it easier when I start editing it. So, all right, y'all. Bye.